Hi everyone, and welcome back to All Things Frugal and Fabulous. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you're having a fabulous day so far. Today, I'm in my bathroom because I'm going to be sharing some ways to save money in the bathroom that I use on a daily basis. So, let's get started. Number one, I have switched to bar soap, or you can make your own using either or make your own shower gel, by using bar soap that you already have, or there's plenty of DIYs on Pinterest. I do a little bit of both. I make my own, and also I have like a bunch that I bought that were on sale a couple years ago, and I'm still going through them. Number two, when using bar soap, make sure you let it dry out completely. So don't let it sit in the shower while other people are showering. It's always going to be a little bit moist or wet, and then it will shrink way faster than if you take it out of the shower each time and let it dry. I have it in a little dish, and then I just take it in and out of the bath. Number three, use the last drop of everything. Shampoo, conditioner. I always add a little bit of water at the end, and then I give it a good shake. Sometimes I do that 2 or 3 times, depending. And also I take the toothpaste and I squeeze it all the way down, and then I cut it, like where the tube is, like right here. And then I use a Q-tip without the fluff on it, and I scrape it out whatever is left. And I also started to make my own, and then I let my family, my husband and my daughter, use the bought stuff, because it also makes he prefers the bought stuff, and I don't mind the homemade stuff. Number four, this one might sound strange, but before you put a roll of toilet paper, and this is especially good if you have little kids, it helped, or cats, or dogs even. I take it and I flatten it like this, and then I put it on the roll so that when they're pulling, it won't roll all the way off completely. Like when my daughter was, learning how to walk, and if I ever left the bathroom door open, she would just roll and roll, and then I lost maybe 2, 3 things, because then they would roll them in the toilet or whatever, If you have little kids or cats, you'll know what I'm talking about, and this prevents that, keeps it from rolling. You have to actually pull on it to get it to go. And then that's number 4. Number 5, reuse your shower curtain. If you use shower curtains, we have like an outside one, and then we have the plastic one on the inside. And I normally wipe it down, but sometimes we live out in like I guess it's called a suburban or whatever, and we have hard water, I guess it's what it's called, and even when we do wipe it down, there's buildup anyway. So instead of throwing it out and buying a new one, they're fairly cheap, but it's plastic and you're throwing it in the landfill, and I hate doing that. So I just wash them by throwing it into our washer with some bleach or vinegar or whatever you have, and I normally throw it in with a couple towels as well, so it acts as it washes it, and it does a fairly good job. And then I always wipe it down again with a sponge or something. Actually, I don't really have any sponges anymore, but with like a cloth. Anyways, number 6, when you go to the dentist, ask for samples and a new toothbrush. Every time I go, I ask for a toothbrush, and I get one for free. Why should I go and spend $2 or $3 when we get a perfectly good toothbrushes from the dentist? And then we always get, 1 or 2 of these little tubes, and we get these, we have like so many of these little tiny dental floss, I think it's called. And we have so many of those. And when I travel, like we go to Cuba ever so often, we're going for our 3rd time in November, I take all my excess ones and I give these away because, you know, they don't have money for that kind of stuff. So, and it's always nice to share the wealth. And number 7 is, you know, most people are, but is be organized so that you can see what you have, so you're not running out buying something you already might have 1 or 2 of at home. I have a tiny little cupboard in our living room area that I keep all of our excess bathroom stuff, and then we have underneath I'll maybe do a tour one of these days and show you, but I have a spot for everything, and we each have our own area for everything as well, so I know what we all have and what we need. And number 8 is use washcloths instead of those plastic sponges. You can wash them and reuse them, and they aren't harmful to the environment, because the plastic, I had one of those sponges and it broke apart, and when you stretch them out, it's like a fishnet. So when you're throwing that out, if it ends up in a lake or ocean somewhere, or even in the landfill, animals can get tangled up in that, and it's just really, really not good for our environment and our fellow, you know, land goers, so, and ocean water goers, you know, so I do still have one that I've had for years. I do wash it in the wash with my clothes every now and then, but I won't be buying anymore. I do prefer a washcloth anyway. It just feels better on my skin, and my skin feels better after as well. But yeah, I do have one that I got as a gift years ago. And so that's number 8. Number 9 is every time you have a shower or bath, wipe around your bathing area, your shower area. If you have a walk-in shower, wipe the doors down quickly with a dry, you know, little cloth or a rag, whatever you have. Give it a really quick wipe, and if you have a bath, wipe around all the surrounding area there and around the bathtub, and even inside, and especially around the faucets. That'll prevent water spots, and for us especially, that hard white buildup, because our water's so hard, it builds up, and so if we wipe it all the time, it'll prevent that from happening. And it lessens the amount of times that you have to do a deep clean, or we never have to do a deep clean because we're wiping it down all the time, so you don't have to use any of those heavy chemical cleansers. So that is, not only does it help you save money on heavy cleansers, you're also keeping it clean and dry and no mold, and then you don't have to redo the caulking around the tub, ever so often, or around your tiles either, because there is nothing there building up. Number 10, this one I like. If you have an older toilet like we do, put like an empty 2-liter bottle in there of water so that you're not using as much when you're flushing the toilet. These are also good if you don't have any weights. You can use them as weights at home for home workouts, cheap and almost free. So yeah, and my last one is, most people do this already, but I figured I'd add it on there anyway, is hang your towels up to dry and reuse them more than once. We have our towels, and we each have our own towel. We use them for a week, and then I wash our towels every week. And that is all I have for you today. Again, I hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, I just love all of you. Thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you all soon. Have a wonderful, fabulous day.